Hello guys, my name is Luke from Game, and today we're going to be doing the Halloween special, I guess, yeah. And right now I am playing, I'm not playing anything, but I'm going to play this game. Where is that game, maybe? This one. Uh, it's called, The Uncle Who Works for Nintendo. Dingus alert. And it says it's a creepy pasta, and pastas aren't creepy, so we're, you know, it's not. It's nothing like that. It's not gonna be scary. So it's the game right here. Oh shit! And I actually just played this game because I thought it was recording, but my stupid dual screen shit didn't really work that well. So here, can I control? Oh, I can. Whoa, that's hot. I never knew that. Okay, that's good. So this game makes extensive use of sound. Play with headphones are the best. I am occasionally blah blah blah. Oh, occasionally it will may take control of your browser. Satan, is that you? It is. Okay, so click here. Okay, this is a horror game. It does not make use of screamers or jump scares. Sound effects are used for tension and atmosphere. Sure. Some playthroughs may encounter plot points concerning a possible suicide. Maybe I'm reading it all wrong, and that just says pasta. Maybe it says possible concerning possible pastas. Makes sense. Thematic, never heard that word before. Many aspects of this game may recall the emotional abuse experienced by children at the hands of adults, and very often other children. So, let's start the game by clicking this button. Okay, who's your friend? Luke. You're 11 years old. Your name is not Luke because it doesn't say. What is your best friend's name? So, uh, since there's a lot of names, I'm just gonna go with one of my friends, and I have a friend named Michael, but I'm not gonna go for Michael. I'm just gonna go for my other friend Jessica. Jessica. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, your best friend's Jessica has invited you to a the fuck are you? Invited you to a sleepover at her house this weekend. You've been friends since first grade, so asking your mom is basically only a formality. Formality. So asking your mom. You never confirm this, but you suspect the babysitter may charge extra when there are two kids. You sometimes feel like staying somewhere else is the only way that you can help. So only formality. That sounds okay. On Friday night, you're home for only a few hours, long enough to pack, get in a fight with your younger sister. I have a younger sister. That's weird. Pack some more and watch some TV. At 6 sharp, you're standing on the sidewalk outside Jessica's house while your mom idles in her car nearby. You behave yourself, okay? She says. As always, I'll be at work, but if anything happens, you call me. Yes, Mom. I love you. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 3, she says, again as usual. But then she pauses, looking up at the sky, which has been overcast throughout the day. If you play outside, she adds, be careful. It's probably gonna rain. Kiss Mom goodbye. I'm not gonna wave goodbye because that's a pretty douchey move. After you part your mom, After you part, your mom drives down the street, disappearing around the corner. You turn back to Jessica's house. The lights inside are glowing warmly. You can see Jessica waving at you from her bedroom on the second floor. So I'm guessing I just heard a fucking little kid scream, I think, or my sister probably like, nah, because she's sleeping. So she's probably waving us from right there. Head inside. Yay, noises. It is 6 o'clock p.m. So that means it is not morning. Obviously, that's why it's nighttime outside. Jessica mom meets you just inside. Hello, she says. Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes, but you can drop your stuff off in the den. You and Jessica are camping out there tonight. Well, my mom told me not to, but it's okay. I should pretend nothing happened. Cool. Okay, you drop your sleeping and overnight bags in the corner of the den, and then pause to take a look around. Luke swallows. Behind the couch, a grandfather clock is ticking softly. Through the seat, oh my god. Through a set of patio doors on the far side of the room, you can see the sky is just as gray as when it was when your mom left. I'm just going to make that sentence mine. Framed pictures line the walls, and over the dark fireplace hangs a monstrous pair of antlers from a buck that Jessica's dad shot years ago. So I'm guessing that is, but it does not look like a buck. It kind of looks like Satan. What is that? No one knows. No one wants to know. And of course, there's a big TV screen. I love TV screens. Sometimes it makes you uncomfortable how much nicer Jessica's house is than yours. Okay, so I said this last recording, but like obviously that didn't work. So yeah, that's like me sometimes because my house isn't. I'm not gonna say my house isn't big because it's a decent sized house. It's nice. Like I like living in this house, but my friends, like for example Noah, like Wigaga Noah, his house is like way bigger than mine. He has a pool. Oh shit, that was loud. He has a pool that's really cool. I never been to his house, so I'm just gonna guess this all. He told me he had a big house, and even Peter like has a pool too. His backyard's amazing. His house is really nice, and yeah, it just kind of makes me uncomfortable too. I'm like, what the fuck, man? How come I can have a cool house? But it's okay. Okay, jump your. Oh, I already read this, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. We're right here. Okay, Jessica and Jessica. There you go. Jessica entered the room while you weren't paying attention, and she now stands in the doorway, smiling expectantly. Are you ready for dinner? She asked. Sure, yeah, let's just go for yeah, because we don't want to be awkward. Dinner passes quickly tonight. Tonight's meal is spaghetti and meatballs, one of Jessica's favorite meals. As her mother points out while oh, fuck, I messed up again. Piling a helping on your plate. Jessica's father cracks a beer and jovially interrogates you about how much trouble you and Jessica are getting into at school. Let's see what this says. Wait, that wasn't a beer at all. That's a glass of lemonade. Why would you even think it was beer? Jessica's father doesn't drink alcohol. You're quite certain of the fact now that you've just remembered. Well, whatever. Okay, next. Blah, blah. Jessica's father sips a lemonade and jovially. Oh, that's pretty funny. Dessert. Oh, fuck the dessert. I messed it up again. Dessert is heaping bowls of ice cream drizzled in chocolate sauce. You can't even finish yours. The grandfather clock in the den chimes. Ding. Yep, that just happened, and I'm shitting right now. I don't want to play the game. Okay, this is the part I got up to. Okay, you go along now, says Jessica's mom, smiling from her side of the table. We'll clean up in here. Let's go get the TV ready, says Jessica. The two of you leave the dining room and head upstairs. I'm scared. Oh my god, what's those? Jessica's room is immense. You stay in the den because the TV is larger. Yeah, that says immense. I think so. Sure. What are these lines? What are they lines? Okay, no one knows what the lines are. You stay in the den because the TV is larger there. But there's a sizable one here, flush with the wall opposite the full-size bed. We'll take the 64 down first. What? Says Jessica, heading toward her TV and opening the entertainment center and cabinet. Oh, then 64. It's her prerogative, of course. I just heard a door close in my house. She gets to choose what you play first, usually. But Jessica begins unhooking the cords of her N64 from the TV. You catch a sight of the other things she has in there. I'm trying to make a YouTube video. Please be quiet. Thank you. All the major stuff. An old SNES. An old SNES. You know, sorry about that. My mouse just vanished completely. Whoa. Oopsies. I don't know what just happened there. It's okay. He's sucky. Uh, an old SNES, or I want to call it Super Nintendo Entertainment System, a PlayStation, and a Dreamcast. It's not that major, I have to admit. But some other things too. Things you don't really recognize. A large black box with green highlights. Oh my god, it's an Xbox. The smaller purple one. A strange white and yellow tower with what looks like gloves resting on hooks on either side. And a compact white cone. What are those? Jessica looks to the clutter in the cabinet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she says. They're pretty cool. I can't show them to you, though. They're still a secret. I promised my uncle. Oh, he works at Nintendo. He's making the Power Glove, I think. Of course, you suddenly remember her uncle. What? Okay, so Jessica's uncle works at Nintendo. In the corner, the grandfather clock is ticking softly. What game is this? Okay, whatever. The grandfather clock is ticking softly through a nearby set of patio doors. Can see it's quite dark. The grandfather clock. It's 7 o'clock. Return. Framed pictures line the walls. You walk around the perimeter of the den, inspecting the pictures idly. Most of them are family portraits from years past, just cradled lovingly between her mother and father, or any one of the three on their own. A happy, tidy family. Look for pictures of Jessica's uncle. Maybe, you know what? You don't find any. Not one. The only pictures here are Jessica and her parents. You don't know why that makes you feel uneasy. Oh my god, that kind of does make me feel. Time passes, sure. So do you. In the corner of the wall, okay, Jessica is parked in front of the large TV playing something on the N64. Talk to Jessica. Would you like to talk about video games, obviously? Talk about how much you like games. Jessica raises an eyebrow at your remark. What do you like about them? Like that. Yeah, she says. That's not a nice feeling. But something in her voice tells you that she's thinking about something. What's up? Do you think it's weird to play games? She asks. Suddenly, and then before you can say anything else. I mean, like, is it weird for a girl to play games? Yeah, I know what you mean. They say the same stuff about me. Everyone says it's weird that I'm friends with you. Yeah. Girls don't play video games. Yeah, they do. Why don't you play girl games? You're not as good as this as a boy would be. I don't want to trade Pokemon. I do want to trade Pokemon. But they're jerks. Who cares what they have to say? I'm sorry that they're like that. I really am. I'm sorry, and I don't stand up for you. Turn the conversation. Yeah, they're just jerks, faggots. Yeah, she says. Who does care? Without another word, returns to Nan, leaving you alone with your thoughts. The clock chimes. Ah, God, no. You are in the den. The den. I'm surprised I haven't hacked my freaking computer yet. Okay, let's just play. Jessica decides you should play the next game alone. Oh my god. It's pretty boring. You're at a party having a conversation with a man in a business suit, but for some reason you can't move the camera up to see above his mouth. He's always smiling. He tells you a story about how people always mistake him for someone else. Someone else? Did you figure it out? Asked Jessica. Once the man in the game has apparently stood up and left the conversation, figure what out? There was something to figure out? Figure what out? Jessica laughs. I guess not. She says, before putting her choice of game into the N64, you realize you've played for quite some time. The clock chimes. Ding, ding, ding. Beautiful clock. You are in the den. Jessica's mother bustles into the room holding a large ceramic bowl filled with popcorn under her arm. How are you kids doing? She asks. Good. Good. I should get Jessica to voice this over, I swear. Her eyes not moving from the television. I hope you're having a fun. says Jessica's mom. Am I a boy or am I a girl? I don't know. Here's some popcorn, extra butter. She places it on the floor by Jessica. Almost immediately, Jessica is shoveling popcorn into her mouth. That sounds like Jessica. Meanwhile, her mother smiles first at her and then back at you. There's sodas. Is that that's probably spelled correctly. I don't know. It kind of looks a little awkward. They should find a new word for that. In the kitchen, if you get thirsty, she says.